Hey guys, it's Miranda here at Sunshine and Grace, where I make journals and ephemera for a life sown in sunshine and grown in grace. Today we are making our Mass Make Monday lace flowers that I promised you a few weeks ago. I think it may have been just last week, but I don't remember when I promised it, but I did promise it. So I had used them in a tutorial. I had used some already made ones, and I had several people ask for a tutorial, so here we go. These are perfect for mask making because they're literally very simple. They only need 2 to 3 ingredients items. These aren't like recipes though. And they're just quick and simple. You just sew a running stitch around the bottom, tighten a knot, pull it tight, and then slap whatever decoration on. So we need lace scraps about 6 inches or about the length of a hand. 6 to 7 inches, somewhere in that range is good. If it's a wider lace, you might want to go a little longer. If it's a skinny lace, you might want to go a little shorter. Needle and thread. I did experiment with wire. I don't recommend it unless you have a thick wire, because I did not, and getting that to go through the lace was, that just was not fun. I put it on a needle and that was even less fun. And you're going to need wax seals or bling. We are using our wax seals from Craspire that we made the other day, and I've made a few more since, and yeah, I'm basically addicted. But these are the wax stamps that we are using today, or the wax stamps came from Craspire. We made seals with them. So I'm just using those. This one and this little one. Are they not gorgeous, you guys? All right, so that's what we're going to be playing with. You're going to need your Beacon 3-in-1 or some other glue that will work with fabric to grab quickly. I guess if you've got a hot glue gun that you like, you could use that. I don't like my hot glue gun, so I barely use it. You're going to need scissors to cut your lace with if the scrap isn't the right size. If you want to measure with a ruler, you're more than welcome to, but I'm just going to, if it's as long as my hand, it's going to be long enough. And we're going to get started. All right, so you can see I have 3 prototypes. Let you get your screenshot. And boom. All right. And each one of these is a little different. This one, I used, the lace didn't want to lay flat, so I snip it at each little ruffle, and that gives it, lets it lay flat. I had to do the same here. I didn't snip it as deep, but when they have like something holding them tight, you can snip it and I'll make it lay flat. This one did not need it. There was enough definition without that. But there they are, the prototypes. Now let's grab, I keep wanting to play with this, but I know that's going to be a pain in the butt, so we're going to put that aside. That one won't work. It needs, and I tried with this, that kind of lace doesn't work either. It's too thick. It doesn't have enough give to it. And I would probably say this one would not work good either. I'm not even going to try with it. Or this one. It's just, they don't gather as well. I may play with those off screen and let you guys know how it worked when I put this video together. But I'm not going to try it on screen because I'm afraid it'll take too long. I'm wanting to do one with this. I don't have any of these in purple, and I love this lace. So what I do to measure is I literally just lay it on my hand, and I put the end right there, and then just come down in here somewhere, and I'll show you. That's about 6 inches. See? It's about 6 inches. So actually almost 7. So we could probably cut just shy of that. Yep. If you can cut in like a natural dent, like where one of those fans ends, that actually helps when you go to put it together. And that'll give us 2 of those. So yay. All right. I have my needle stuck to some, sorry about that, you guys. Stuck to some magnets so that I don't lose it and the cat doesn't eat it. She's over there pouting, basically, because normally in the mornings I will sit and let her sit on me all morning. no, I have gotten to where I have got to get more done of the day. So I'm like, no, this has got to end. As much as I love sitting here and just letting her nap, she's got to get up and do, or I got to get up and do stuff. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to come down into your lace. Make sure it's caught. You can see it's caught there. And then just hold that and work it in and out. In and out. All the way down the lace. Doesn't have to be exact. Like, you know, evenly spaced or whatever. It's going to look gorgeous no matter what. And if you stress too much, it just becomes not fun. And that's not the point. The point is to have fun. So we're not stressing. We're just sewing. Because the very fact that I said sewing is stressful enough. And I'm not a slow stitcher at all. I remember my mom, when I was growing up, she can embroider like nobody's business, okay? I mean, she can do like crewel embroidery, I think it's called. It's the stuff that, like, you know, it looks like almost like a painting when it's done. She does that, and she does it so good. But I tried to learn, and yeah, that did not go over well at all. I ended up learning a basic understanding of stamped cross stitch, and even that I didn't like. I don't like a needle at all. I don't like shots. I don't like sewing. I don't like needles. I like sewing machines, okay. That's about it. We are almost to the end. I like to end on the back side. And just carefully pull it through until you can pull the end off. And then you want to take and loop your ends together and pull to get it to wrinkle, or whatever you want to call that. Ruffle. Ruffle would be the correct term. And then kind of play with how, you know, how is it wanting to come together? Is it wanting to like curl up on itself, or, you know, I think right there looks pretty good. You'll get a feel for this after a couple of them. The first couple, you'll be like, what the heck is she telling me to do? This is not working the way she said it would. Trust the process, okay? It does work. You pull it down. You don't have to pull it super tight. In fact, if there's a little opening on wider ones in the center, that can be a good thing. You tie a double knot. Let's see how it's laying. That one's laying pretty good. The reason you don't cut it off yet, is if you needed to, you could always pull it again and retie it further down. You know, you could tie it tighter. I don't want it any tighter though, because I like that it's, you know, not like too ruffly. Because again, this goes in journal. Okay, what I'm going to do is bring that to the back side. You can see right there, there's that little bit of overlap. What I do with that is I just take a little dot of glue on my finger, kind of make it so it's not too much glue. You don't really want it to show when you put it on there, but you just put a little bit of glue wherever it's not really wanting to hold together, and you pinch the ends like that. There you have it. Okay, that'll hold that together. You trim your thread, and I deliberately used a colored thread so you guys would have some hope of seeing it. Okay, you can see that one's laying pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's curling now, but when you put something in the center, it's going to go flat. What one would look in the center? That? Or does that blend too much? Maybe this green? Oh yeah, that green. And you just put your glue on the back of that. You don't really need a whole lot in the center, but just around the edge. And what I like to do is just sort of smear it so it starts to tack up. Which just makes it grab quicker. And press it in there. Okay. There is a beautiful purple flower. And it is beautiful, you guys. Okay, let's take another piece of lace. Let's do one that doesn't have a like a tight edge on it. Like where that had the sewn edge, this one has a loose edge. And we're gonna just cut it right there. And we're gonna straighten this edge out a little bit. Maybe even cut it in just a hair. I won't throw those away, I'll save them. Okay. Now, grab some thread. And our needle. Wipe the glue off your fingers. So you can tell what you're doing. Alright. Got it. All right, now can you see where there's that wide spot and you have this open spot? Don't sew in that open, it's weak. Come down into the wide spot that's basically the same as what you were already doing. It's just not like, you know, actually sewn in that area. And again, in and out with just a basic running stitch. Now I'm using a blunt tipped needle. You could use a pointy one. It might work easier. A hair easier at separating them. But I tend to poke myself. And I actually stabbed it in my mouth earlier because I was trying to use it with a wire. And it got stuck on the wire where the wire went through the needle and it was doubled. And yeah, it was a nightmare. And I decided to pull on the needle with my teeth, which was like not a good idea. And yeah, it slipped, stabbed me in the lip. I got a little upset and had to take a break and come back at it. And now I have a swollen lip like I got punched in the face. So, it's sore. But I have learned, do not stick a needle in your mouth or your teeth to try to pull on it. Just fight with that puppy with your fingers. But yeah, I didn't see that I needed the more pointy one, really. I guess if you were using thicker lace, it would definitely be useful. But I like the sheer laces better. Because the one time I did try the thicker lace, it just, yeah, it was not pretty. It came out very, just hard to work with. It was stiff and didn't want to ruffle pretty, and it fell apart, basically. And I got very upset with that one, too. And I was just like, oh, this is not working. So I didn't like it as well. But I do love these soft laces. So there's that one. All ruffled up. Let's grab our thread and pull. Ooh, y'all, I love that. Okay. I'm already sitting here looking at the things like, which one's going on this? Because that one's got a different look to it. Okay. And you'll see each one of these, they may look like they're the exact same width and stuff, but every lace goes together different. They do not all come together in the exact same way. Like this one is going to have to be pulled tighter in the center, which when they have to be pulled tighter, that's harder because you have to hold pressure on it while you tie the second knot. Yeah, I didn't use my teeth or anything. That's how we roll in this craft studio. It's like, if you need a third hand, that's what your mouth is for. Okay. We're going to glue that. I'm just going to put the glue back there. We're actually going to wait a second. This is one that's not one to lay flat. So I'll show you how snipping the what looks like a petal where it dents in, how that helps. And then you no longer have to glue that edge there. You don't have to snip them very far usually, just a little bit, and that'll let it kind of come down flat. Okay, there. That one's done. That one turned out pretty, y'all. Not gonna lie, it did. How would that blue look? How about green? What about this? Is that too big? Might be. The smaller, rounder ones seem to work better with that. I don't know. I think it's going to be this. Yeah, the blue. And you just coat the backs and press it on. And if you have one of those like markers that you can color, you could color the things. I do have them. I didn't use them on this. I mean, like you can see this one's been colored. Okay. So I think you guys got it right. That's probably one of the easier projects we will do this year. Again, the wax stamps that I used were the Craspire wax stamps. And we used just our scraps of lace to make some very, very pretty lace flowers. You could probably do a double layer of lace and like a short one and a thick one. I just sometimes will take like a smaller one and stack it on top. Something like that. I've never actually sewed them together, but that's something to try in the future. Okay, so here at Sunshine and Grace, I love making videos showing you guys how to make beautiful journals and ephemera using inexpensive items. Whether you're a beginner or been making journals for a good bit now. I hope you'll join me as I share tips, tricks, and hacks along the way. Usually a little bit of Jesus too. My creations are my way of working out what God's worked into me through His Word, and I couldn't do any of this without Him. Or you guys. I love y'all, and thank you so much for watching and commenting on my videos. It means so much to me. And if you found this video valuable, be sure to hit that like button and drop a comment below to let me know what you think about it or how the project turned out for you if you make it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified when I put out new videos, usually every Monday and Friday with occasional extras. Before I go, I just want to remind you, Jesus loves you so much He died for you. If you've not trusted that fact, then I urge you to do so today because nobody's promised the next second. Whether you know it or not, you're going to live forever, either upstairs or down. Trust me, you want to go up. Hell is down, and hell was created for Satan and his angels. It was never created for man, and you don't want to go there, okay? It's eternity of torment, and flames, and all that stuff. So it's a bad, bad place. So if you've not trusted the gospel of your salvation, then I would love to tell you about my precious Savior, tell you the greatest love story ever, and get you settled for eternity right now. So if you've got any questions about anything, the projects I make, your eternal state, y'all need prayers, you just want to chit chat, get a hold of me, comment below, or look me up on social media. You can find the links in the description box and over in the channel art. It'd be my joy to answer them or to just have a good old chat. Y'all have a great day and we'll chat soon. Grace and peace. Bye-bye.